Okay, yeah, I just pulled up and parked, so I'm about to walk in here soon.
Yeah.
So I have not been doing a good job updating today, but we had that Pittsburgh State of the Town event this morning, which is what I was walking into. I had Lucinda on the phone. It was our new marketing company's rep, and then I obviously saw my dad. We walked in, took a quick shot of that, but got some cool updates on general with the mayor, from the mayor, and what's going on in the town and the updates. And after that, thought I was gonna be able to swing by the grocery store, but totally forgot I didn't have my wallet. And then had Grant call me. Grant, if you're watching this, he's been doing some building and development, and he found a property, I guess through one of his investors that he owns. It's about 9 acres, and wants to potentially have us be a part of it when it comes to, you know, certain aspects of the development and stuff. So I'm gonna start diving into that. He sent me the information probably like 2 hours ago, and then had to jump on with marketing company, and then also connected with Ashley all in these calls. We're currently trying to fight for, on the Hubies side of things, to actually get out of our contract with the marketing company we've been using. Nothing against them, I have great relationships with them, but you know, we want something a little more. We know the local people are going to put more effort into it and not just be on that set it and forget it model, which is very common with larger marketing companies. So, you know, we're going to keep a couple items with them and ultimately, you know, still keep a relationship there, but try and switch over. And they're kind of finding us a little bit on it because they state that their contract's not due till a couple months from now. So figuring that out, heading to the site right now. Today is Ron, our new site manager's first day. Matt's still with us, but his last day is this coming Saturday. So I'm gonna go over there and connect with him, and then I've got to connect with Martin from Ivy Creek, see how his first day back from his honeymoon is, from their vacation. And I got to connect with Colin and Angelo, PMs for over there, Ivy Creek. I got to do all my sales calls, so go through all my sales. Have to do some insurance stuff for that, the company, and again, go through all my emails, organization stuff. See what everybody needs from me, and then I have meetings with Ashley and Amanda. Ashley from marketing and Amanda, and then the business development meeting for everybody to see what we can do to keep drumming new business up. You know, this is coming into the election post Helene. Slow down on seasons with it being cooler, man, and we're not getting a lot of leads in. So right now we're having to hustle, try and pull more stuff in and continue to grow the brand and develop, and ultimately it's going to pick up and it will blow back up, and all this hard work and effort and this stress is going to come back to us as long as we keep putting that work in. So a lot of stuff going on. In the meantime, I would love to be able to swing by the gym, but we'll see how that goes, depending on how long I stay here. And I need to call Martin on my way there or on the way back. I want to make sure I got time for him 100% and have a good connection with him and make sure he gets everything he needs. So aside from that, it's a beautiful day. I'll give you a quick update. We're about to pull up to the site here soon. Yeah, let's see how Ron's doing. Looks like my dad's here right now. Let's see where he's at. Still got the skeletons from the Halloween event. So it's early the next morning, downstairs, really catching a good vibe here. It's important, man. If you're gonna get up early and get some stuff moving, man, if you can be comfortable while you do it, that's key. But knocking some stuff out, man, going through this contract for the marketing company that we have for the car wash. They're trying to hold us a few months. And we want to get out because they're just doing the classic marketing company stuff of giving us a lower rep, setting and forgetting. And also, we just got released the results for the 2024 Charlotte's Best for Ivy Creek. And we got awards in 4 different categories. I'll talk about that a bit later, but it's super exciting. Other than that, man, just going through emails, organizing, general morning stuff. All the media, new videos that Caitlin and Donnie put out. Just going through editing, stuff like that, and branding and all that fun stuff. So we're gonna keep running through this contract and see if we can't find a way out of it. There goes $2,000 on a Tuesday morning.
Good old Carolina cat, man. They be getting that rental money. That's why we be buying another machine. Because I want that asset. I want that write-off. And I don't like blowing that unnecessary money. So, appreciate you, cat. Gotta get another piece of equipment.
All right, so I ain't not been that good at updating y'all with stuff that I've kind of got, recently, the day in and day out of everything. So I figured I'd set this up and kind of dive in because there's been something unique that has been popping up, that has popped up that we kind of had to tackle today, as well as that new news, right? So I told you this morning on the same spot before I went out for the day, we won 4 awards for Ivy Creek. We won 4 awards. Let's see if I can remember. We got number 1 in places to work. Heck yeah, that's cool. We got number 1 in landscaping. We got number 2 in outdoor living, and we got number 3 in pools and spas. That's crazy. Shout out to everybody involved in Ivy Creek. Y'all are killer. We are an amazing team. I'm excited to take that to the next level. So that's been super cool. One of our guys, actually, Colin, got into a little bit of an accident. And I say that in quotations because it was just mirror tap. It's been a while since we've had an auto accident, so we've been blessed with that. Colin's obviously all good. That's great. I went to the bank, deposited a check. Something definitely new that came up is someone from the car wash kind of put in we're going through transfers, right, of site managers, and someone put in a request for a bonus, a very large bonus. We're talking 30 to over 50% of their salary for a bonus, starting due within payments, starting within 4 to 5 days when it was handed. So that happened yesterday. We had a meeting today and kind of ran through it. I mean, it's not feasible for us to do with what's being requested, and it's not feasible within the time frame. Now we want to work and figure it out. We appreciate this individual, and so we had that meeting, and I said just that, it's really not feasible. However, I respect what you're doing. I appreciate that you understand your value, because I appreciate you as well, right? You are a great part of this team. Love having you. Good hustle, good energy, good vibe. This is just, again, not feasible for the business. So we're gonna have to come together and see what we can do to find where that comfy middle is, right? So me and my father, which is the partner on Hubies, and you probably already know that by now, sat down at a local brewery outside and got ourselves some mocktails. Shout out to the people rocking that sober life, right? Which I'm not fully, but I don't ever drink. So we had that meeting. That went pretty well. So we got to get back to that individual by Friday of next week and ultimately figure out kind of the plan, right? Because they might not, 6 months are considering maybe going into a downsizing to a part-time role. But, we figured things out, man. That was definitely on my mind pretty heavy last night, and just, trying to figure everything out. Aside from that, just dealing with sales. General, we had a leadership meeting. Again, Tuesday leadership meetings at Hubies. We had that, kind of dialed in some stuff. Met with the current site managers his last Tuesday meeting. And heck, man, that's pretty much it. So we're stacking right now, stacking and packing. So we can get out, head back to Charlotte. Again, this is Tuesday evening. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll be in Charlotte, kind of hustling and grinding to keep Ivy Creek growing, man. And we're gonna finalize mailers tomorrow too, so we can throw another line in that good old lead market, right? In that water, try to pull more in. So excited about that, give that a shot. Never done that in any business. So I gotta get to packing. Bobby. Beautiful morning, finally back with the truck. Excited to be back with my new baby girl, man. I cannot wait to get the new tires and wheels and the lift kit on her. I'm super stoked for that. But we were heading to the office. Didn't have coffee this morning here at the house, man. Had no more beans. So that just gives your boy a reason to take a good old office walk over to the local coffee shop uptown. So stoked about that. It's a beautiful day. Oh man, golly, that's nice. Such a common sight to see here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Apartment complexes. There's probably a new one being built almost every corner of the South End area, and honestly probably just around Charlotte. But hey, I'm not hating. There's like 117 new people a day moving to Charlotte, so it's good for business. Love the city. Just gotta make sure we get some proper planning in, really. It's a beautiful morning in the office. Opening it up. Work from home in the morning. Got here a little later than normal, so it's 8 o'clock. Still the first one here. It's crazy. And man, I cannot wait to get those suckers on the truck, man. I'm freaking pumped. Oh man, they look so good. But it's a beautiful morning. It smells like rubber in here. Let's see what we got for the day. I think a lot of computer work mainly today. Most computer work. So I do need to finish. I got a materials brochure meeting with Ashley this morning at 9. So I'll probably come in here, run out to get my coffee before that meeting. I'm gonna take a little stroll. Gotta call someone while I'm on the walk, right? Gotta make it valuable. So I might give Martin a shout and take a look at the city. Have that meeting at 9. I gotta get in touch with some other material people during the day. I gotta do a permit for a new pool project. Probably just clarify a couple items on some projects I already have inside Builder Trend for the folders for our project managers. And so right now we're gonna start just going through our emails and cleaning everything up. I do have some development stuff I need to check in, getting new costs updated for the layout of the townhomes from the builder, and get the recorded plot from the current property owner. Closing is Friday. Get the bank account finalized and set up, get all the funds transferred over from the investor and the accounts to make sure we can get that paid out and get that cruising. So definitely got to organize some development stuff today, but otherwise it's a beautiful day. Well, I wouldn't say otherwise, actually. It's always a beautiful day. So I'm going through my builder contract for the development project that we have with these townhomes. And I figured I'd share with you some things that I look for in a contract like this, being that I am a contractor with the background more specifically and obviously in landscape design and construction. So the things I'm looking for are, what is your pricing model, right? And we obviously already dialed that in before we got to contract, but ultimately they're either gonna be cost plus or they're gonna be fixed pricing. So with fixed pricing, what they're gonna do is say, hey, we're gonna build this for this cost. If a material rises, if labor rises, they're gonna have a bigger expense, but they're still gonna do it for that same cost. Same as if they get it in a decreased price, right? Then that extra delta spread is gonna be straight profit to them. There's obviously pros and cons to that, but second option is cost plus. And so what they do is they're very open. They have to share invoices with you, and ultimately they add a certain percentage over top of those invoices to include labor and material, within which they make their money, right? Outside of that, next thing I'm looking at is going to be the deposit, right? What do they require from a deposit standpoint? And what is their general payment schedule if they have one? Warranties is a huge thing. So typically with a construction project, you're gonna have a workman and material, like a labor and material warranty, and then you have a structural warranty. That structural warranty should, and obviously will, last longer than your workmen's and your materials, which typically lasts about a year. Timeline of construction. Do they give you a general timeline, and more importantly, do they have incentives, and do they have penalties to achieve the timeline of construction early? And that's obviously where they would get incentives, and then penalties on past a certain date. Are they dinged by being late, right? That's very important because time is money. Up next is invoicing. So how do they send their invoices? More importantly, how fast they expect to get paid, and then what are the penalties past those certain due dates that you could incur. The final thing would be permits and insurance, as well as lien waivers, right? So lien waivers to make sure that no one can put a lien on the property, so when they are done and you pay the final payment, they hand you that lien waiver to where they are done, they're good, they cannot put a lien on the property, so ultimately everything is yours and you have no issues, as well as making sure, hey, what do they cover, right? Are they making sure to cover all their permits? Do they have proper licenses? Are they covered insurance-wise, especially when you look at builder's risk insurance, to make sure that everything is A-okay. These are all the main items that I look at and I'm looking for when I go through this builder contract. Figure I'd share them with you. I love these coffee runs in the morning, man. It's so nice. You get a view of the city, you get movement, you get sunlight, and ultimately you get some fantastic coffee. And I wish I had my headphones. Typically I like to jump on calls during these walks, but if I can kind of get some stuff done while I'm cruising, sometimes it's good to check out, man. Just go for that cruise. Good Lord, that sun is bright this morning. Fantastic. With Teco, the Eva, there's two different styles. They come in 3-piece patterns. Eva is slightly smaller than the Blue 60. And you're saying that he wants potentially a patio and a section on his fire and his mailbox, we could add like another 20 grand.